Hey Panthers, I'm Peyton.
And I'm Avery.
And welcome back to Paws52.
Dance team tryouts will be held tomorrow from 4:30 to 6:30 in the Black Box. Make sure to bring athletic clothing. Good luck to those who are trying out.
Progress reports are coming out next week, so make sure you turn in all missing assignments.
Are your parents interested in joining the school advisory committee? The first meeting will be held September 23rd. There will be meetings once a month.
Now, let's get into our first segment.
My favorite Disney movie is Humpback of Notre Dame because I like when the humpback gets on the rope and saves all those people.
My favorite Disney movie is The Avengers because I like the characters.
My favorite Disney movie is Endgame because the action.
My favorite Disney movie is Pirates of the Caribbean because of Johnny Depp.
My favorite Disney movie is Avengers Endgame because I love all the Avenger movies.
On September 6, 1666, the Great Fire of London devastates London, starting in a bakery and killing 6 people. On September 7, 1979, ESPN, the Entertainment Sports Programming Network, debuts.
Also, it's my birthday.
On September 8, 1996, Blue's Clues premieres on Nickelodeon. On September 9, 1890, Colonel Sanders is born, later starting his own fast food empire in Kentucky Fried Chicken. On September 10, 2001, contestant Charles Ingram cheats on a British version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, winning £1 million.
The coral snake's family is a lepidae, and their scientific name is Micurus fulvus. They are found in the southeast from southern New Jersey to northern Florida.
The king snake's family is colubrid, and their scientific name is Lampropeltis gachula. They are found in eastern areas in southern coastal plains from North Carolina to Louisiana, including all of Florida. If the red touches the yellow stripe, it is a coral snake and it is venomous. If the red touches the black stripe, it is a king snake and is harmless.
Let's meet our new security guard.
Hi, my name is Dan McKay. I am the school safety guard here at Lawton Chiles Middle School. The reason I became a security guard is I'm retired. I spent 20 years corrections with the Federal Bureau of Prisons. I also did 25 years of military service, 10 years of active, and 15 years of Air National Guard. The reason the school needs safety guard is for protection of outside elements and also inside, and make sure the kids are provided a safe environment.
With our newest hero, the school feels even safer.
A door. What about locks? A window.
I don't know.
A fire extinguisher.
Hi, new and old students. Right now we will be going into the gym and asking coaches and students tips and advice you need to know for PE.
What do you like about the coaches?
I have Coach Hall, so it's like I like how nice he is.
What is your favorite activity to do in PE?
My favorite activity to do in PE is Kuziak. The reason why is because, well, it's a fun activity that allows you to roam around, run around, and you have to score points based on the time you get to the end of the field.
What do you learn in PE?
Well, on top of all the sports and game rules that we learn, we also learn how to work with each other and teamwork.
What should students keep in their locker?
I would say deodorant and sneakers, and then on Fridays you can bring home your uniform and wash it.
What is PE good for?
PE is good to build up our heart and so that we can live longer, to keep us in shape. We also do PE so that you have a wide range of different sports that hopefully some of those that you'll take back when you're older and do those sports to keep you in shape. My favorite PE topic is Kuziak, the craziest game on earth. And most of my students love it once they get used to it. Just come in with an open mind and ready to have fun so that we can build up your cardiovascular system so you'll live a long, happy life. Well, they have to have a Lawton Chiles t-shirt, Lawton Chiles shorts, and they have to have sneakers. No glider sliders or Crocs, even in the speed mode.
Did you know LCMS has an online newspaper? You can find us at pantherprint.online. Go read some of our stories.
You want to learn how to draw? Or how about make some cool sculptures? Well, you can learn all this in Miss Dean's art class.
Hi, I'm Miss Dean and I teach 2D and 3D art here at Lawton Chiles. The difference between 2D and 3D art is 2D focuses on flat forms of art, drawing, painting, collaging, and doing things on more of a flat surface, while 3D art takes the ideas from the flat surface and puts them into the 3 dimensions. We learn a lot of different things. We learn how to do certain drawing skills or different coloring techniques. We learn how to create 3D forms and make things out of recyclable materials. We learn problem solving and critical thinking through all of the different projects that we do. We learn the different elements of art and the principles of design all throughout our classes. One of my favorite things about art is learning how to take a material and then manipulate it in ways that most people wouldn't think of doing. For example, my 3D class is currently making toilet paper food sculptures by taking a soft material like toilet paper and turning it into something completely different.
There are many clubs here at LCMS, and let's talk with some teachers about the ones that are currently operational. Why did you decide to start the board game club?
A couple of years ago, we had an ex-student that's now, I think, in 11th grade. He came up to me and Miss Nystrom asking if we could start a board game club because he was interested in board game clubs, and it just kind of took off from that one guy.
And what type of games do you play?
We play Ticket to Ride, we play Sushi Go, which is a fast-paced card game. We play Scotland Yard, which is the one guy versus the whole group, and then we play a whole bunch of collaborative, like everybody has to work together, everybody has a different role to beat the game type of game.
Now, though Board Game Club is one of our only currently operational clubs, we can also look forward to a beta club, Young Women's Empowerment Club, Recycling Club, Gay Straight Alliance Club, Battle of the Books Club, and more.
Thanks for watching this week's show.
Stay tuned to find out more about bears from Miss Shaddix.
My name is Katrina Shaddix, and I'm the Executive Director of Bear Warriors United. It's a nonprofit organization that I started several years ago to help bears survive in Florida. And not only do we help bears, but we help other Florida native wildlife like panthers, your mascot, and also manatees. The first thing to do when you see a bear is kind of take in the magnificence of the bear. Because they're rare, we have less than 4,000 in the state of Florida. We have 20 million people, and only 4,000 bears. So if you're lucky enough to see a bear, a lot of people come to Florida wanting to see a bear and they never do. So if you're lucky enough to see a bear, just take it in, remain calm. If you are in its direct area, what you want to do is just back up slowly. Most of the time bears are extremely terrified of people, they're terrified of dogs, and they will want to be away from you as quickly as possible. I call them the scaredy cats of nature because they're easy to scare away. You can use a whistle, you can clap your hands. If you're in the car and you see them in your driveway, you can honk the horn. And to show you how afraid they are of most things, even a loud noise, you can see they get easily startled. In one of our brochures, you can see a bear that's up in this tree. The bear stayed up in that tree for 3 hours because of this house cat. A little orange house cat chased a bear up a tree, and he stayed up there because he was afraid of the cat. So it's first and foremost, when you're in Florida, it's good to know that Florida bears are very timid, very shy, and easy to scare away. So depending on where you encounter a bear will determine what your reaction will be. If you go into the garage and you see a bear in the garage, you do not want to try to scare the bear away, because usually you're going to be the one going into the garage. The bear is going to be in an area where he has no exit. So to scare him away means he's going to run right over you, and that's how you can accidentally get injured. The bear's not wanting to injure you, but the bear just wants to get away from you. So if you block their exit, then that's not a good thing. So if you come up on the bear in your driveway or in your garage, just back away slowly, go in the house or go into your car. You can beep the horn to get the bear out of your garage, or you can just go in your house, and bears will usually leave. But first and foremost, to prevent that from even happening, you always keep garage door down. In neighborhoods where bears are, always keep the garage door down because there's attractants in the garage. A lot of people keep pet food or have refrigerators, and bears can smell from a long range, a long way away, so you always want to keep the garage door down. But just remember, if you encounter a bear in your garage, back up slowly, be quiet, get out of their way. Don't try to scare them away when you're blocking their exit. If you encounter a bear out in the woods, it's going to be very rare, especially here in Florida, because when they hear you, they run away. They don't want anything to do with us. So there could be a bear in the woods where you're hiking and you would never know it because they are getting as far away from you as possible. However, that's different out west when you're in grizzly territory, or say in the Arctic with polar bears, or in Alaska. But we won't have to go over that now because Florida bears are completely different, easy to scare away. I think the most common occurrence here in Florida, and especially in the neighborhood surrounding the middle school, is you will see bears in the yard going into trash. And obviously the best way to prevent that from happening is to secure the trash and take away attractants. But if you do find a bear in your front yard, they will either, you can clap your hands, like make noise with the garage door opener. If you can make it go up and down, you know how it does that initial really loud noise, that can scare them away. You can knock on the window, or you can do what a lot of people do, just let them grab the trash and go. They're not going to stay in your yard for too long. So it's just as easy as making noise. That's how you get a bear away. And I give out these whistles. Whistles also scare them away. These are great for anyone who is exercising in their neighborhood in the dark hours, either before the sun comes up or after the sun goes down. Also, when you're walking your dogs at night, just blow the whistle and the bears will disappear before you even know they're in the area. And in the United States of America, 40% of the food that we purchase at grocery stores or in restaurants goes into our trash cans, unfortunately. And while that seems like a waste to us, what this creates is a huge buffet for our bears. And bears normally, typically, in a normal scenario, they would be living in the woods, eating berries, bark, grubworms. But in this area of Florida, Central Florida, and especially around Lawton Chiles Middle School, we have a lot of their forest homes that were destroyed. So we're taking away their forest home and their natural food sources, and then all of a sudden providing thousands of garbage cans that offer a buffet of food, like our pizzas, leftover hot dogs, hamburgers. All of this stuff is very appealing to bears, especially when we've removed their natural sources like blackberries, blueberries, saw palmetto berries. So that's the main attractant. That's why bears come to our neighborhood, is to eat our trash. So the best thing that we can do is secure our trash cans. And my organization, Bear Warriors United, has given out about 12,000 of these straps. We make them by hand. We have volunteer workshops, and we also have students at Arbor School making these straps for us. And we simply put 2 straps on the front, 2 straps on the sides of the trash can, and this keeps bears out. The Wildlife Agency, FWC, has tested our straps with bears in the wild and in the zoo, and they cannot get into the trash cans. It's super inexpensive because we give them out for free, but some people choose to buy the expensive bear-proof trash cans, and those are great too. They run about $250, so you'll see a lot of people, especially in Twin Rivers and the Sanctuary and Live Oak, with these straps on their trash cans, which is great because it's an inexpensive, easy fix to keep bears out of the trash. And while some people say, well, why are we taking away, the bears' home by mowing down the forest, and now we're going to take away their trash food source? Well, we don't want them eating the trash because besides the pizza and the hamburgers and the hot dogs that are in there, there's also some stuff that can kill them. Bears have been found with plastic bags in their stomach, aluminum foil. They've got their heads caught in the plastic jars for the cheese puffs. So the garbage presents a lot of dangers for bears, and that's why we want to keep them out of it. They eat that, and can you imagine the plastics and those chemicals going into your body? It's not healthy, it's not good. Our trash is killing the bears, and if they don't die from the toxins that are in our trash can, they will get killed by the Wildlife Agency if people complain about the bears being in their trash. So we always, always, always want to secure our trash. That keeps people and the bears safe. First and foremost, we need to remove all attractants. And we've talked about securing our trash being the main number one most effective way that we can keep bears out of the neighborhood. And what a lot of neighborhoods have been doing, we've kind of done a little 3-step process. It's actually 4 steps. What we want to do is educate people on peacefully coexisting with bears. And next thing we want to do is secure our trash. We talked about that. We can secure them with straps. We can secure our trash by getting the bear-proof trash cans, or we can simply keep our trash cans in the garage until the day of pickup. That's the easiest one. But a lot of people that go to work early in the morning or that work overnight need to put their trash to the road the night before the trash truck comes. So that's where the bear-proof trash cans come in handy, or the straps. And the next thing we want to do is always leash our dogs. Bears are absolutely terrified of dogs. They've had a history of battling. There are a lot of hunters that use dogs to kill bears and hunt bears. So while people always think that bears are the aggressor, actually they're just defending themselves. Most of the time it's our dogs that go after the bears, and the bear has to defend herself or the cubs. So you always want to keep the dogs leashed, because if you have this little Chihuahua that thinks he's big and brave enough to go up to a bear and actually bites the bear, he's going to get a swipe from a bear. The bear's bigger, and the little Chihuahua is going to end up getting hurt. So we want to keep dogs leashed for their safety and for the safety of bears and their bear cubs. The next thing we mentioned was closing the garage doors. A lot of us, like I said, keep attractants in there, from bird seed to dog food to food in a refrigerator. They're very smart and they can smell very good, so as long as we keep the attractants away, we won't ever see bears. The fourth step that we're doing that has proven very effective, what we want to do is attract bears back to the woods. There are some remaining green spaces and conservation areas left around all of our neighborhoods. And what we've been doing is planting native bear plants in those conservation areas and green spaces. Anything from blackberries to blueberries. They love loquats, saw palmetto berries, beauty berries. They love sunflower seeds. That's a lot of reasons why they go to our bird feeders, is for those sunflower seeds. So if we plant natural, healthy plants in the green spaces and the woods surrounding these neighborhoods, we're going to re-attract the bears back into the woods. And if we secure our trash, they're not going to be coming to our neighborhood. So it's kind of a 3 or 4 step program to peacefully coexist with bears, keep them safe, keep them in the woods, and keep people safe in their neighborhoods and not have to worry about running into a bear when they put the trash out. So they're easy steps to take. It's been effective, and I hope that maybe Lawton Chiles Middle School would like to work with my organization, Bear Warriors, to get some of those wildlife restoration gardens planted soon.